not the drums of war, for once. These were beating time at the Jerusalem Marathon. In between the headlines, most Israelis prefer their lives a little less extraordinary. In this election, high prices worry them most, and they're blaming the Prime Minister. Jerusalem's mayor, Keep Fit fanatic and government supporter, denies it puts security and expensive Jewish settlements in occupied Palestinian territory ahead of the cost of living.
Some people care a little bit more about the economy, but naturally, we all want to live in a secure country, and everyone wants peace. We all want the same. It's just a matter of what comes first and what comes second.
Israelis are proud of their country's strength, but more are complaining that they are not sharing in its wealth. Prime Minister Netanyahu was favourite to win when he called early elections in December. But Itzhak Herzog of the new centre-left alliance, Zionist Union, has turned the polls round, saying the needs of ordinary Israelis have been ignored by Netanyahu. Right on the border with Gaza lives a farmer called Hilla Fenlon. Protective walls haven't stopped her village being hit by Palestinian shell fire countless times. Hilla says Netanyahu should beat Hamas or make peace, but instead he's divided Israel.
Netanyahu and his policy, the way they gained power by giving us no hope, by giving us the belief that there is no solution and the whole world is against us. Once the government will change, I think people will start to believe that there might be an option for a better life.
25 meters, actually, in the beginning, I was sure that it will be peaceful and quiet.
We took a helicopter tour to see another set of walls and fences, the barrier that separates Israel from the Palestinian West Bank. Now, this flight shows Israel's security preoccupations with the Palestinians. But in the election, the political future of that relationship has not been a big issue. House prices are much more important. And that's because Israelis, like Palestinians, have got very cynical about the chances of a peace agreement. Up to now, the negotiations have failed. We were flown over towns populated by Israel's Arab citizens, a big part of the anti-Netanyahu vote, up to the Golan Heights, Syrian territory occupied by Israel since 1967. Syria's war is across the wire. Israeli voters feel they can't do much about war and peace, so they're focused on what they might be able to change.
The regular Israeli, today, a day before the election, thinks about how can I buy a flat? We are normal people. We want to live good, and the situation around us does not show any beautiful future. On the contrary, many radicalists.
In Tel Aviv, the Israeli right held a final campaign rally. Prime Minister Netanyahu seems worried. But one thing to remember here, polls aren't reliable. Wait for the results. Jeremy Bowen, BBC News, in Israel.